professor in Agriculture Department at SNS College of Technology. So, as we all seen many videos related to food and processing of fruits and vegetables, dairy and food engineering, and milk products. What are the byproducts of milk, and what are the processing steps generally happened in milk, like homogenization, pasteurization, and sterilization. So, in this way, today we are going to see what are the food preservation techniques generally we are following. As we all know, food is a very basic need that a human must need to survive in this world. So, what are the preservation techniques is that to preserve this food to fit for human? So I'm going to explain this PPT in a detailed way. It is nothing but design thinking. It has 5 stages like empathy, define, prototype, ideate, and test. So the first stage is empathize. In food preservation, how we can empathize, like generally in order to prevent the food spoilage and deterioration from bacteria, molds, microorganisms, yeast, etc. Why it is important? Because food preservation is important in 3 ways. Like it helps to reduce the waste, it helps to ensure the food safety because it prevents the food poisoning in humans, and also it helps to extend the shelf life of foods, which is very important in current trending and modernized words. Many processed foods are currently available with the help of food preservation. So define. Second stage is define. Approximately 9.5 million tons of food is waste annually. It is comes under the statistics in global food waste. So as a food technologist, we have to invent many things to preserve this food and how to increase their shelf life. What are the needs generally we have for food preservation is to reduce the environmental impact, and it helps to save the resources for future, and it helps to prevent the losses. Ideate. What are the ideate we can develop in this concept, like drying, various types of drying is there, tray drying, vacuum drying, self life increasing dryings like hot air oven, vacuum ovens are also there, and also like fermentation methods with the help of lactic acid bacteria. Pickling is generally comes from the traditional methods, and freezing, refrigeration, chemical preservation by using any chemicals like ethanol, vacuum packaging, modified packaging, and control atmosphere packaging. It is a concept of reducing the CO2 content and increasing the O2 content in foods. Prototype. For ideate, we have to develop the prototype. As there are various sectors we have to work in food preservation, we can develop various prototype. As a final year students, if you are watching this video, it is a generally a very good concept we can do the projects. So here I classified 3 types of ORU, like biological, chemical, and physical losses, and also there is a long term, short term, and specialized losses. Also temperature, pH, acidity, oxygen comes under the hurdle technology. As I already mentioned in the previous slides, drying and dehydration are traditional methods. The drying methods, like directly, it helps with the use of sunlight, and it's cost effective, and it also eco-friendly method, and it is very simple, but it mainly depends on the weather, and it is a faster and temperature controlled and consistent method. Also it has some benefits like concentrates the flavor, it helps to preserve the nutrients for longer life, and it generally it has a storage of very lightweight. And canning and bottling, it also generally happened from our older grandparents generation. Like first we have to prepare, and we have to fill it in the bottles, and we have to proper seal it, and we have to give the heat processing methods, and at last we have to cool our product. So we can get the benefits like longer shelf life, and preventive the spoilage of foods with because of microorganism, and convenient storage is also there. And fermentation is already mentioned. Lactic acid fermentation is there, alcoholic fermentation is there, and acetic fermentation is there. It basically depends upon the food products what we are consume, what we are added. So, what are the common foods like yogurt, kimchi, cheese, vinegar, kombucha are great examples for this type of traditional methods. Modern methods is like freezing and refrigeration is currently done in every preservation methods. It has a quick freezing methods, and it controls the ice crystal formation according to the particular temperature for each product. Mostly it helps to maintain the temperature below minus 18 degrees Celsius. For refrigeration, there is a short-term storage, 0 to 4 degree temperature range is maintained compared to freezing process, and also slow down the microbial growth in food products. Chemical preservations like sodium benzoate, sorbic acid, nitrates, and sulfates are used in chemical analysis of food to get benefits like inhibit microbial growth, inhibit the activity of enzymes in order to achieve the extend the shelf life to maintain their quality. And assessment, here I give some assessment. You can check how we understand this concept and what are the concepts you want to learn new. Let me know in comments. So it is a short recap of what I have teach in this PPT, like traditional methods, modern methods, benefits and applications. And what are the general application food preservation is like that automatic inspection is there, contamination detection is there, quality grading. In these areas we can do the projects. It has very great scope and future. And quality control like real-time monitoring, it is generally used in all food processing industries. So it is a short summary and references here I listed this. Thank you. We will meet in next video.